Hello, this is David Jenkins, La Plata Town Council member from Ward 4. I will be your host for this podcast, providing updates about the La Plata Town Council meetings, issues we discuss, and those issues affecting you as residents, and other related activities and issues. You can also follow me on my Facebook page, D. Jenkins, LP Town Council Ward 4. Please note the Town Council has work sessions each month on the second and third Tuesday, with our business meeting on the fourth Tuesday. All meetings start at 6 p.m. using the Microsoft Teams platform. Meeting agendas can be accessed through our town website, and all meetings are recorded. So now let's get started with our latest update. Hi, and welcome again to this latest episode of La Plata Ward 4 Update Podcast. This is David Jenkins, La Plata Town Council member from Ward 4, and your host for this podcast. This episode is what I would call an after-action review of the 3 recent annexations that have been considered by the Town Council and recently approved. These are the villages at Rosewick, the Hub, and Hawthorne Yards. Unfortunately, the annexation results cannot be changed, but I believe it's important to review and see how we can improve the process. Let me first start by giving you a full disclosure. This is a review based upon my opinion as one town member of the 5-member Town Council. I am not an attorney, but I am a professional planner, both by education and experience. I did vote yes to approve the villages at Rosewick annexation. I voted no to both the Hub and the Hawthorne Yards annexations, and I provided a recent podcast for my reasons for opposing those 2 annexations. Now, the annexation process is stated or prescribed in state law, and a good reference to look at the process is provided by the Maryland Municipal League, MML, through their annexation handbook. It is a good and easy resource to look at and see what the process is. I'll provide a link to this reference in the podcast notes. And also let me state that the Town Council is the final approval authority for annexations. The Planning Commission does review them, but they do not approve. They forward their recommendations only to the Town Council. So generally, I believe that the town generally has followed the procedures as stated in state law. However, I do wish that perhaps some things could have been done differently, and I'll explain those now. Now, the 3 annexations, as required, were filed with the town and then forwarded to the Planning Commission for their review. Now, while the Planning Commission is not required to have a public hearing, I wish there could have been a Planning Commission public hearings for all 3 annexations rather than just 2 of the 3. That was concerning to me why that was changed in midstream. Next, the planning staff does prepare a staff report and presents them for each annexation, and these are available on the town website. And they provide these staff reports to both the Planning Commission and Town Council. However, and typically those reports or that staff report is focused on whether the annexation is consistent with the goals and objectives of the town's 2020 Town Comprehensive Plan. Generally, the staff reports, as prepared by the planning staff, were well organized and well written, particularly in providing specific references to most of the relevant comprehensive plan policies and goals. Now, the Planning Commission does recommend moving the annexation forward to the Town Council, but again, the Town Council is a final approval authority for any annexations. The Planning Commission also has the option of forwarding any comments or concerns they may have. Now, once the Town Council receives that information, the council is required to have a public hearing for all annexations, and we did that. But please note that the Town Council was not bound by the Planning Commission recommendation, comments, or even the staff report. We make independent decisions. However, our decisions are based upon if they are, are these annexations consistent with the town comprehensive plan. Now, the town council, as did the planning commission, we received all the information as submitted by the public at the various hearings. This includes any written or verbal comments from the public. And again, the town council should make a finding or must make a finding that the annexation is consistent with the 2020 comprehensive plan. Now, I wish the planning staff reports had provided more detailed analysis using the information and various reports of water, sewer, transportation, and other reports to fully document how they were consistent with the town's 2020 comprehensive plan. This to me, again, there should have been more detailed analysis and references to those plans, to those reports as submitted by the developer as required. Now, this also includes referencing additional details in the text of the comprehensive plan, not just the policies and the goals. Unfortunately, I think they didn't go far enough to fully explain additional language in the comp plan. So, after the Planning Commission review, and their recommendation or comment are forwarded to us, the town council, a public hearing date is then set. And there are specific requirements and legal requirements in order for the public hearing to go forward. They have to post a sign on the property within a certain date and for a certain amount of time. And they have to advertise it in the local paper for, I think, 2 weeks. Those requirements are in the town code as well. And once that happens, then the town clerk then sets the date and time of the public hearing and also how the public can submit written comments or email comments. Now, the public can also submit additional documentation either by letter or email at the public hearing itself. They can sign up to both testify and or to provide comments at the public hearing, and they can do this both in person or online as our meetings, as well as the Planning Commission meetings are what we call hybrid. That is, they are in person, but there is the option to attend virtually online, and we use the Microsoft Teams platforms. Now, any comments that are, or letters or documentation submitted by the public are then considered part of the public record for each town council annexation public hearing. Now, I wish the town council had kept the record open for an additional 1 or 2 weeks after the public hearing ended for all 3 annexations. For me, that would allow for the public to submit any additional comments, letters, or other information that may be of interest to the town council. Excuse me. Particularly given the importance and the growing public issue or concern about these annexations. Now, again, earlier, the town council is the final approval authority to deny or approve annexation requests. So, following the closing of the public record and the public hearing, the town council then has to meet and decide each annexation request. My wish would have been the following, that annexation decisions by the town council should be scheduled individually, not 2 at the same meeting or near or over holiday periods, as happened in the recent past. And my other wish would be that the town council would have work sessions or discussions about each annexations rather than immediately go to a motion to approve or deny the annexation legislation consisting of an annexation plan and annexation agreement. Again, I would like to have heard other council member input and discussion about these annexations rather than just going immediately to make a motion to approve or deny. So that's really what I would hope we can improve the process in the future. Again, my wishes or my concern as one town council member of a 5-member council. So let me close by saying I have also created and I have a companion video group called La Plata Ward 4 Video Update. And I'm in the process of migrating those videos. I think there's 15 of them. I'm in the process of migrating them to a YouTube channel that will be called La Plata Ward 4 Video Update. And I'll provide a link to that YouTube channel as well. Again, it's YouTube, so it's free to look at. And several of these videos include a video of each of these 3 annexations where I provide a map or a concept plan and provide a brief overview of what they were proposing. So I'd ask you, if you can, to check out the videos once they're posted. There will be more videos as are planned as well on relevant subjects about town development and other town-related issues. So thanks again for listening to this podcast, and hopefully I would ask you to watch these videos as well. It is important that we have your your continued citizen engagement. It is important that we hear from you about your issues and concerns. I know there's a lot of concern that we don't listen, but I want to hear your comments and concern. So we need to hear those. So again, and in closing, let me know your questions and comments, and you can email me at djenkins@townlaplata.org. Thanks again, and all be safe. Thank you. This concludes the latest La Plata Town Council Ward 4 update. I hope you find this podcast informative and useful. So let me know what you think. I look forward to speaking to you again and listening to your questions and concerns. To reach me, my email address is djenkins@townoflaplata.org, or my cell phone number is 301-263-3471. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.